Alana Brophy, weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Alana, such a great story. It just really shows that it really does take a village to take care of kids.
Yep, amazing.
It makes me want to cry. I'm like, I just can't, because when the whole community comes together, they were on ATVs, it was cold. I just love it. So that is a Christmas miracle. I know the both of you are like, Alana, hold it together. I can see Glenn's face. Courtney, you expect it. Glenn's like, come on, Alana.
I've got Kleenex over here if you need them.
It was such a good story.
It was.
Warms your whole heart. Okay, we need the warmth in our hearts and in our air because the Arctic air moved in and we have knocked those temperatures way below average. Live look at Alto, where they picked up more than a foot of snow from that Arctic front. But gosh, it's really the cold that's sticking around, and it's noticeable out there as we run below average, half a foot at Brighton and Solitude, 11 inches at Deer Valley. I just can't get over it. I really love that story. 9 inches, Park City Mountain, so a heads up there. We get another system that's going to come through and graze portions of the state as we head into tomorrow ahead of Christmas weekend. Inversion in air quality impacts. It's clean out there right now, which is really nice, but you still see some haze that is going to build. I'll show you when to expect that elevated particulate matter, as well as the system that we're tracking, timing on that, and what about a white Christmas in Utah? Are you dreaming of one? We've seen it. I'll tell you when and what are the chances. We've got temperatures out there that are still really frosty. 11 in Logan, 7 in Evanston, 20s for the southern and central Wasatch Front, freezing in Price, where the wind gusts were brutal, 51 in St. George. We have lighter winds out there, but our wind chill is still impacted, so the real feel of those numbers in the air, brutal. Feels like it's the teens and sub-zero in Cache Valley, 20s in Price. Gosh, that's rough. The southern portion of the state faring a little better as those winds really targeting the northern half of Utah. Ensign Peak ABC4 camera shows that we kind of came in with that air and those gusty winds. We just kind of swept out the valley like, bye. So long, smog. But you notice the haze in the distance. It's coming back, and it will, with the chance of moderate air in Salt Lake County as well as Cache Valley for tomorrow. Also on the eastern side of the state, Uinta County and Duchesne County also see that chance. Futurecast taking us through. We have seen an increase the amount of moisture in the southwest desert tonight, and so there's potential. There's some wet pavement in Cedar City, so a few sprinkles. As we roll into midnight, here we are, our next disturbance coming through over I-80. Splits a little bit on the model, heads into central Utah and on the eastern side of the state by 5 a.m. It kind of clears. Okay, so the impacts here, pretty minimal. We maybe could get an inch or two up there in the high country, but not a huge system. Cloud cover lingers, and Friday stays unsettled because we get another one. So the ridge of high pressure sets up, but this actually sneaks beneath it. And we get the chance with northwesterly flow by Friday at 10 p.m. into early Saturday morning. Hey, this is Christmas Eve morning, where we could see in northern Utah a few flurries. Pretty festive. Okay, that feels pretty good, actually. All right, I'm not saying I'm hoping for it, but I'd be okay with it. Futurecast then shows us Christmas Day, which is pretty quiet, with just cloud cover out there and temperatures starting to warm up. Okay, so we're not expecting a huge storm on Christmas Day. We've actually seen that. And in the last 10 years, we know 2016 was the big winner when it comes down to it, getting 8.6 inches of snow on Christmas Day. Here we go, popping up right there for you, that stretch of 5 years from 2014 to 2019. And then the last few years have been quiet. This year will be quiet as well. And as we take a look at those temperatures, 20s and 30s for tomorrow, 4 for the low in Logan, 40 in Moab, 42 in Cedar, 54 in St. George. Next 7 in Washington County, 50s turning into 60s with some sunshine and dry conditions in Washington County until the middle of next week, where we get an active pattern for the last week of the year and storm potential. Slightest chance on Christmas Eve morning. I know, I just get excited about it. Rain and snow chance next week with that active pattern. I pulled it together by the end of the forecast. Glenn, Courtney, over to you.
It was a little touch and go. Thanks, Alana. All right.